Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Circle Back. This is a podcast where we offer our listeners a peek behind the scenes of successful organizations and people. We enter the meetings of various committees, councils, boards, and bureaus that make crucial decisions in business and beyond. We listen into the important people making these decisions so that we can see just what makes these organizations tick. This week, we are joining Totally Cool Toys for their meeting transitioning in a new CEO. Without further ado, here's Totally Cool Toys. Hello, everybody. Hello, it's wonderful to be here today. It's wonderful to meet you all. I know the transition's been quick, but I am going to be the new CEO of the company. My name is Guy Powell, but you could call me Buddy. Yeah, I'd love to go around and get to know everyone. So why don't we just go around and you can
Sorry, sorry. I'm just coming in late. Sorry, I'm just sneaking in. I'm not
Yeah,
just, I'll just find a seat. Sorry.
no
Sorry.
problem, no trouble. Well, here's what you missed. My name's Guy Powell. You can call me Buddy. We're gonna do a little get to know you, and I'll just start with this. I love my wife. I love ballpark hot dog. And I am religious. I am a Satanist. So that's a little bit about me. Why don't we go around the room and everyone can introduce themselves and maybe give us three fun facts like that? Why don't we start with you?
What's up? My name is Gary. I'm a new father. My wife just had triplets with another man, but
Oh,
I'm I'm not the stepfather. I'm the father that stepped up. So,
well, congratulations, Gary.
thank you. We're really proud of all the kids that she had.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a big crop.
Anyway, I work in sales and acquisitions at the finest toy company in the world every day. Really working here is a blessing. And we're just so glad to have you on board, buddy.
Well, thank you, Gary. And I do agree this is the finest toy company in the world. Not Hasbro, which I was the CFO for, I guess. And anyway, let's move on to the next person. Pleasure to meet you, Gary.
Oh, is that me? That's me.
Yes, you're
Okay.
sitting next to
Hi.
Gary. Yes. Hello.
That's right. Hi, Gary. Sorry, I have been having quite a morning. Um, Hi, I'm Wilbur W. And fun fact about me is I'll be starring as the Phantom in the Players community production of Phantom of the Opera in just 2 weeks' time.
Wow. And
Uh,
did they give you that role
uh-huh.
because half of your face is so fucked up?
Actually, this is so embarrassing, but we were in rehearsals all evening into the early morning, and I had not yet taken off my stage makeup. So
Oh.
that's why I thought I could get away with it, but obviously
Well, you
you
did
are
it,
so
or almost
sharp.
you did, because
I
I thought
almost,
that was
yeah,
real. I thought it was real.
yeah, yeah. What else about me? I'm part of a polycule with two other beautiful people, Sabrina
Uh-huh.
and
And
Salem.
oh, I see.
So, yeah. And what else? One more thing.
What other roles have
Oh,
you
I'm
had?
the head. What
Oh,
other
sorry.
what? Sorry.
What other roles have you? Do you have a background in acting?
Oh, a little here and there. I've played Jafar,
Oh,
and
I remember that.
that
That
was a
was pretty
long
awesome.
time ago. That was a long time ago, back when you could do
oh,
that sort of thing.
yes. Did you have
But
any stage makeup for that one?
and I've played Little Orphan Annie. That was when I was quite young for that one. Anyway, I don't want to get too tied down with
Right,
all of the
right. Okay.
details, but I'm the head of um, I'm the head of outreach to the U.S. government So I mostly
Oh,
work with the Pentagon,
I
doing
see.
contracting there. So yeah, just the Pentagon guy.
Okay,
Thanks.
and
That's
that's
it for me.
I imagine that's how we've developed the baby's first Predator missile, um, and the like, and the Black Hawk, baby's
Hmm.
Black Hawk.
Baby's first Blackhawk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a popular one right now, and I guess that's probably a good segue to introduce myself. I'm the
Oh,
leader of
okay.
research and development. I work pretty closely with Wilbur, as you can imagine.
Of course.
The Pentagon's been pretty needy lately.
Not too
So
close.
no, not too close, of course. No, I'm not joining the polycule. I've tried, but it seems to be
They
exclusive
won't have
for.
you?
They won't. I don't know.
Oh, you're a handsome fella.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay, we're at work.
Well, yeah, sorry.
Oh,
We don't need to get
my
HR up in
bad.
this again. We've been there, done that. But yeah, research and development.
And what
Latest.
is your name? I don't
Oh,
think you
Philip.
told.
I don't think I
Oh,
mentioned
Philip.
that. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Philip.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you as well, buddy. Yeah, I'm actually. People often think of me as the Philip screwdriver guy because
Oh, what?
because the name and because of my love for toys and buildings.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Because every Philip I've ever met, I'm like, you must be the screwdriver guy.
exact. I get that all the time, but they don't realize that that's not my last name. That's my first name, so it's completely irrelevant.
Yes, well, and also Philip is a type of screwdriver, not a brand.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I
Very
imagine that
very
was invented
confusing.
long ago.
Yeah, probably
But
a long
still,
Sorry,
time
is
ago.
this
The Phillips
Gary?
screwdriver.
Sorry. No,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, Gary, is this melon for everyone that you've brought in? This diced melon here? Is this for everyone, Gary? No?
Who?
Gary.
Oh, my
Okay.
name is Gary. That's right.
Yes.
Yes, my name is Gary. Sorry, I have. Yes, I brought the melon in for everyone,
Uh-huh.
and you're welcome to chow down and eat as much
I don't want to
melon
do
as.
this. I don't want to do this at the first CEO meeting, but have you been drinking again, Gary? Are
I
you off the wagon?
look. It's it's been
You know
really
what?
hard
We'll
with the
deal with this
kids.
later. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to take some of this melon. I didn't mean to interrupt you, buddy.
Oh, no
Buddy
worries. Yeah,
guy.
just have some of that melon. And someone on the board did warn me about the guy that drinks and forgets his name, so I was prepared for this.
And
I'm
I'm
Really,
not
glad that
worried
I'm
about
glad
it.
that you read my memo. I wasn't, we've had CEOs kind of coming and going, so it's nice to see that as a CEO, you're actually, ahead of it. You're reading memos, you're showing up prepared, and I'm glad that you know about the Gary situation.
Well, that's one of the tenets of Satanism that I adhere to so strongly is being prepared. But anyway,
Is that Boy Scouts or is that Satanism? I sometimes
well,
get those two
yes,
overlapped.
I've dipped into both. Well,
Okay,
I've dipped into Boy Scout. Oh, I've dipped into Boy Scouts, and
careful with that phrasing
yeah,
there.
I know, and but I'm staunchly Satanist. Um, okay, but so let's get this kicked off, folks. Now that we've gotten to know each other a little bit, um, I won't lie to you. The situation is a little dire over here. We need to find out how to get this company back into the black. So why don't you, Wilbur? Can you tell me what? Maybe Wilbur and Philip, you could tag team this one. What kind of things we're developing, and what kind of our budget from the Pentagon is, and
Mm,
what the future plans are with that.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's sort of up in the air right now because there's some crazy stuff going on in the federal government. Um, so I would say probably going to be fine, but
How much money are
um,
they giving us this quarter?
oh, this quarter?
Yeah.
Ooh, well, this quarter, I think we're getting something like it's definitely under a billion and
See,
over a million.
okay, I would figure the head of a department would know the exact figures, but that sounds like quite the cut because they used to be giving us $50 billion a quarter. from what I
Well,
understand.
yeah, I do have the numbers here in front of me, but my good eye is actually the one that's covered in makeup. So
Okay, I
I'm
see.
having a little trouble reading.
It's hard to see all the
Gary,
zeros. I
yeah,
mind if I
Gary,
just
can you
take a look
see
at that?
this? Yeah,
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
Philip. Somebody
I'm
who's
looking.
anybody, take a look, please.
Yes, looking pretty good. This is the bigger number than I think I've ever seen in my life, to be completely frank with you. And actually, your
Philip, could
name's
you?
Maybe
Guy.
Philip could
So
take a
that's
look.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and it's 100 million.
100
Gary,
million. Okay.
you
$100
reek
million.
of gin, and I can tell that the zeros are blurring together for you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and yeah, that's the number we're working with.
Thank you, Philip. And Philip, what have we and with this 100 million, what are we doing? What are we developing?
Well, so as the lead of R&D, as we like to call it, research and development, I've noticed that kids just kind of want to be on iPads all the time now.
Right.
That's the best way to really raise them, if I'm
Yeah,
being completely honest.
and parents want to give them the iPad because they don't
We
want
go to the
noise.
Chili's. We go to the Chili's. We order the $20 dinner for two, which they stopped selling in 2014. And these kids, they just keep on. They asking me all these questions, and they're
You
hitting
order
each
the
other
dinner
with
for two
forks.
for your 5-person family?
No, it's for me and my wife to share. We get the kids napkins to draw on, and they bring out crayons, and those are free, so the kids can really fill up on those.
They eat the crayons?
They eat the
Yes,
crayons.
they eat the
Okay.
crayons and then they play with the iPad that
It's
Chili's
a
always
part of
has.
childhood development. It's
And
very
that's
important.
and I've gone to a couple of these dinners. Well, rather I've seen Gary there with his family, and I've
We're
noticed that the
regulars.
kids, you would think that they would play with the crayons and the coloring kids menus, but they just eat the crayons and they just play on the iPads.
They're very
And
hungry.
and that's actually some of my research and development is going to Chili's every week with Gary and having some margaritas and kind of just figuring out how to crack this thing.
It sounds like you're enabling him.
Enabling him to do great research, yes.
Well, okay. Anyway, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
sorry. Can I hop in?
Yeah, please do.
I don't know if Philip was clear enough in his memo that when I maybe it seemed like I was interrogating Gary about his drinking, but we need Gary drunk. That is a key component
Oh, I
to
see.
the company. Yeah, that's really key for us. And
They
I'm also some.
they say
Go
I'm,
ahead, Gary.
they say I'm the median American parent, and therefore I am very vital to the research and development of the products that we produce
Yeah,
for the
and
children of this country.
it's part of the reason also that Gary is paid so much. He gets hazard pay. He doesn't want to drink. He has a problem, but we need him drunk
It's true.
to do what we do.
Not gonna lie, a relatively large portion, maybe unexpectedly high, of that 100 million will be going towards keeping him with an ABV that is above 0.05 at all times.
Well, I was going to say too. I saw it's significant. It's maybe 12% of the annual budget goes to ensuring that we can replace a liver. So that must be what this is for. Is that correct?
Yeah. And we're trying to get those numbers way up. I think by this time, Q3, we're going to need at least 2 new livers.
And that's what we love to hear. Also, Gary, you seem like you're getting a little spry there. Will you take a sip of this Irish coffee for me, please, bud? You're kind of
Yeah, you just said a coherent sentence. That has
Yeah,
me a
that's a
little
little-
worried.
how many fingers am I
Absolutely.
holding up right now, Gary?
To be honest, I don't know if I've ever counted that high.
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
Now,
The coffee's
buddy-
doing its
Good to
thing.
hear. Yes.
Buddy, can I just want to ask a question. Is it okay if I cut in? I just want to ask something because I just
You
want
don't
to talk
even have
about
to
company. I'm company culture. Oh, okay, never mind then.
No, I mean you don't even have to ask if you could cut in. I
Oh,
would love to
okay,
hear your
yeah.
question about company culture, though.
I was just wondering, some of us have hobbies that are very
Right.
near and dear to us. And I'm just wondering what your view on work-life balance is because, some of us have, lives beyond the office. Yes.
Well,
So
okay.
that's my question, I guess.
Yes, and I'd like to address this because I do take a sort of non-traditional approach. I am, as I have said, a Satanist, and I like to kind of, not force it on anyone, but instill some of those values. Um, you can basically do whatever you want outside of work. We can find a balance. If you need more time off, just talk to me. All that I ask is that um, at least someone in the company remains pure, remains a virgin. Um, I have a yearly sacrifice, and I need someone for that. And I'll give them a big pay raise. But maybe, yeah, I was going to send out a memo today. I need someone in the company to stay pure.
I'm just confused because this feels like a restructuring, and you were really clear when we were going through the transition that there wasn't going to be a restructuring. And now I'm hearing that we have to have a designated virgin at the company. And I don't want to speak for anybody else, but that can't be me.
Well, it's not really a
So
restructuring because I imagine most of the people in the IT department won't have to really change anything.
That's true.
that's,
It's more of a
yeah.
cultural shift, slightly.
Well,
But that
it's
being
more of
said,
I need a sacrifice. I need a virgin to maintain my power. Um, I need it to stay young and stay young forever.
You're
So
explaining this like we've never met a Satanist
I'm
before.
sorry. I apologize. Some people don't know.
So sometimes, buddy, you could be a little bit patronizing.
Are you a virgin, Gary?
Buddy, I'm raising 3 kids that are
Yeah,
not my own.
yeah, they're not your own.
Yes, I am a virgin.
Okay, well then we're golden.
wow, I was actually about to offer
It's my choice.
myself, but
Oh, really?
maybe we can diversify because, like I mentioned earlier, I've been trying to get on this polycule with Wilbur, but he's been not very inviting. So
Well, you you both are so inspiring. I wasn't going to share this as I tried to play it off, but I I've never been intimate either.
wow.
So
You're a watcher.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, that's actually great. Well, for this new restructuring, I mean, we got 3 candidates. I just don't want to step on anyone's toes, but I kind of don't want to be the sacrifice one.
I mean, I feel like Gary is perfect. I can't lie. He doesn't have the wherewithal to stop me.
That's true. He's a small breeze away from falling out of the elevator and into the street and getting run over.
It's happened before. I'm pretty resilient, though. I'm going to warn you.
Okay, well, we only have about 5 more minutes, and then I've got to get to this ceremony. And Gary, would you like to come with me?
Boss, you're the boss.
All right, well, that's
Here,
settled.
now.
But before we do that, Gary, do you have any ideas of how we can turn this company around? Because I know that you are just a genius. Have a sip of wait, sorry. Have a sip of this. Have a sip of this. Yeah. Yeah. That's a chug. That's not just a sip. Now tell me, do you have any ideas?
I got some ideas for you. Firstly, why is the toys? Why does the kids need the toys to have? Because iPads seems to be pretty good. Maybe we make iPads. That's the new company to do for us. What do you guys think?
I think that's the $1 billion idea right there. I think we take this 100 million advance and we turn into 100 billion, and I think we just start working on iPads,
That's numbers,
TikTok
baby.
for kids, maybe specifically.
Ooh.
TikTok
I was thinking
for babies.
TikTok for kids.
Yeah, because I've been doing a lot of TikTok lately, and that's where I do my research and development, and I find that I kind of can't not be on it ever.
I see. So you get hammered with Gary and you scroll on TikTok.
That's essentially where our research and development budget is allocated to at the moment. Yes.
I don't want to be a fly in the ointment, but I
And
do
here you
feel
are
that
cutting in again.
okay.
You didn't ask
Okay,
this time.
well,
I was going to say you didn't ask this time, Wilbur.
I told him
you
not to
didn't
ask.
I just
Anyway, go
I
ahead.
just- well, I'm feeling. Well, all I wanted to say is that I feel like toy making is it's really at the heart of what we do, and if we're not making Billy the chiseled football doll, and we're not making choo choo the choo 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 train, and we're not, pumping out little Stacy's, camera phone.
I thought you were going to say Little Stacy's Perfect Bod, which has also been
A top seller.
a top seller.
We can't stop pumping out Perfect Stacy's little bod or little whatever. Yep, go
And
ahead.
and that's and those aren't really. I mean, those are Pentagon sellers. Those aren't really available to the public. But
Right.
anyway, my point is, I'm okay. Let's venture out into this electronic stuff. But I just want to say, my heart is plastic. My heart is in plastics, and I want to stay plastic.
You know what, Wilbur? You're absolutely right. We used to build things at this company. We used to talk about making things that wasn't just iPads. That if you wanted to sell a kid a tank,
He's going to start talking about the tariffs now.
Yeah,
too.
he's doing the tariffs and he's doing the tank thing. Gary, take a sip of your water this time instead of not that one. Yeah, there you go.
But they're not. No, they're not.
The other one. See, this is, buddy. This is why we gotta keep him monitored closely because he gets in this sweet spot and he's talking about tanks and it's perfect, and then then he gets into the tariffs thing and it's just a mess and it's just kind of a nightmare.
Understood. Well, we don't have to deal with it for much longer. I'll say that. But Wilbur, your face is giving me an idea. Why don't we do a Phantom of the Opera toy? I'll call up my buddy Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh my God! You know Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Oh yeah, we go way back. We used to give each other hand jobs behind the theater.
Oh my gosh.
We were just boys.
You're the one he wrote about him. You know what? I always appreciate his work, and I can see how it has a Satanist bent. There's something about
Cats,
Starlight Express, Cats, all of them.
Unnatural.
Really, sort of. There's something fascistic about it.
Yeah, there's heavy tones of fascism. When we were jerking each other off, I was like, you hear about this fascist stuff? Not a bad idea. I was thinking we need a dictator. Anyway, it sounds like we've got a good plan moving forward.
Oh, you know what? So sorry. Gary had one more thing. I know you've got to leave so quickly, but Gary had a song that he wanted to pitch for a doll. Gary?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not much of a singer. I was thinking maybe we hire somebody who's I don't know.
I think I'm looking at this email you sent me earlier, Gary. You said that you'd actually taught the song to your good friend Philip, who's very good at singing, you said. So I think Philip was going to sing the song in this meeting.
Well, actually, I was prepared to play the part on the piano, and then I was hoping you could just take it away.
Maybe we could sing the song together.
Maybe you could sing it together.
Sing the song at the same time.
Yeah, why don't you sing it at the same time, guys?
The children love the toys that we... Come on, Philip, sing with me. You know this one? Then they love
play
the
with them.
that they play with.
The tanks are coming
and they're
going to sleep for everything.
That voice which calls to
playing
me
with
speaks my name. He's there. The Phantom of the Opera is there. Beside your mind.
And was that part of the song?
Yeah, that's...
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm definitely going to have to talk to Andrew about that. If we're going to be putting that song out.
Oh, it just took me. It took me.
Well, I understand.
Sorry.
It's wonderful.
You have quite a voice. You should get involved in like community theater or something.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's so sweet of you. Okay, guys. Well, that song is beautiful. I was recording it. It's on the internet. As soon as it uploads, it's going to be out there advertising our newest product.
It's going to make so many little kids happy.
Which
That's
I believe.
Why I do this job.
And Philip, what was that new product again?
It was like, I got a little convoluted there in the song, but I think it had something to do with like vampire tanks that are like on an iPad.
Vampire iPad tanks.
It's like, yeah, vampire iPad tanks.
Kids
And
love them.
I think
The
you could
vampires and
put sexy Stacy's little bod in there or whatever. Okay. This has been wonderful. Gary, me and you, I think it's time we head out. So come along. And pleasure to meet you all. Excited to work with you. And hey, good luck or break a leg at your show.
Thank you, bud.
Your voice is lovely, can I say?
Wilbur, do you want
thank
to
you.
do you want to go to Applebee's right now or Chili's or something while they're doing their thing?
Oh, I would kill for some chilies right
They have
now.
they have new mini games on the iPad that just came out, and I was thinking we could do some research and maybe
No.
have some margaritas.
Yeah, let's do that.
Perfect. Come along, Gary.
Is there?
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Have fun, you two.
Bye.